Yeah, so much for that. Oh, there you are. It's like, I know there's gonna be another one. Where you at? Oh, he's stuck. Okay. We're gonna do this a good old-fashioned way. Where you at, friend? Jesus Christ. Good you can't shoot those things out of the air. There we go. Yeah, so sometimes people just... Like, I get, they're not paid a whole lot, and, like, everybody deserves a pay raise at this point, given that minimum wage is not a livable wage. Like, everyone deserves a livable wage. I think that's the one thing that really ticks me off. People are like, they make $7 an hour and that's what they deserve. It's like, no, everyone deserves the right to live, bro. Like, come on. But, like, there a lot of times, especially since the pandemic, a lot of places are understaffed. You know, they used to have staffs of, like, 7, 8, 12 people. Now they have, like, 3. And they expect the same output with, like, 3 people. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so we're done with the deer heads. Okay. Let's make sure... Okay, there is a lunchbox here that we do need to get, though. And then we'll have collected everything we could collect. I hate that attitude so much. If you're spending part of your life doing something you would rather not do, you should expect enough money to feed and house yourself. Exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. I agree. Like, there's some really crappy jobs out there. Fast food. Like, the people forget that any job where you have to deal with, like, customers, those jobs tend to really suck. Because people think because you work for them, which is not how that works, by the way, that they can just do whatever they want. And yeah, it's very insulting, and it's very... Okay. It's very, rude. Okay, so where is this lunchbox we're missing? Okay, according to this, there's a lunchbox here. Yeah, so we need to head to that one. How do we get there? Go through the boatyard and then just go straight. Okay. I'm a middle-class job and I don't do it for fun. Yeah. Like if you've ever worked retail, if you've ever worked, like, any sort of, like, restaurant or fast food or whatever, there are people out there that are just like, you forgot my ketchup, and they'll, like, throw stuff around, they'll cause a fit, and some people will just be like, I'm gonna sue you guys for messing up my burger. It's just like... What? It's like, okay, we'll fix it, you know? Like, I get if people have food allergies and people don't care and end up, you know, harming somebody, that's a whole different thing. But if it's just like, oh, you forgot the ketchup on my burger, I'm gonna throw a burger at you, like, it's absolutely insane. And, like, that's not even exaggeration. I've literally seen people throw, like, whole drinks at people. I've seen people throw food at people. I've seen people pour, like, hot coffee on people. Like, it's terrible, dude. And it's just like, why are you like this? This is such a privileged thing to do to someone who isn't making enough money to even live, let alone deal with all your crap. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the one we missed.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Okay. Suddenly I slammed something that felt like a sturdy, well-built slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through the confused, frightened haze like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. Okay. A reassuring voice reassured her. Don't worry, miss, I've got this. Looked up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us. Then a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. Rude. I looked up at my savior and saw a handsome face with dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself. Okay. So, it says case closed. Interesting. How's the case closed?
Rose did all this for me. She completely believes that I am the hero in Wake's story. She should be a bit more critical of a person who tries to control people's lives.
People with legitimate reason to sue my company definitely would not win if they tried. It's so much harder to people being, yeah. Put that there. So we don't need this. We don't need to talk to Rose, I guess. Oh. Anyways, well, that's lunchboxes done. Maybe being rude, even if I knew I would help, I would just minimum to get them off the line. Generally ask for help, I'll go above beyond. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's why a lot of people don't want to work jobs like that. It's because, you know, no one wants to go to a place where they're going to be treated like trash. Right? That's just not fun, you know? And yeah, it's work, but there's certain little things that work can do to alleviate. Oh, where are you at? Stay down. We're gonna have a conversation here, friend. Okay, let's go ahead and patch up here. We'll go shotgun. Alright, so I guess the lunchbox is done, which I think leaves us just with the nursery rhyme, which we can't do till the end of the game. The cult stash, which we can't do until we get into the sheriff's office again. And then we gotta figure out where this deer head thing leads. But yeah, it's funny because, like, the phrase that I always use is it costs nothing to be kind. But there's a lot of people who are like, well, it costs nothing to be rude too, ha ha ha. And it's just like, you know, you're right. It does cost nothing to be rude, but what you forget is it might not cost anything for you, but being rude to other people, it costs them all sorts of stuff, right? If you're talking about somebody who's on the edge of a mental break and then you decide to be a colossal a-hole, guess what? You just ruin their day, or you just push them over an edge, which causes them to do some sort of damage to themselves, right? So it does come with a cost. Whereas, like, kindness, 9 times out of 10...
I can't force it open.
...will not be the case. Where are we? Is it in here? I'm so confused. What am I looking for? It said the deer... Oh, there's a manuscript page in here. Good thing I came in here. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake. Oh, there's 2 manuscripts in here. Okay, we're about to get all sorts of lore. Tammy rides the ferry. Didn't want to come... Didn't want me to come. Okay, weird. Forget this town. A rock opera. Okay. Alright, so we gotta find the deer, which is back this way, I believe. It said find their twin. which I think we can do through here, which actually we do need to save. We haven't saved in a little bit. Okay, so the twin would be here. Okay. Okay, we found the twin. Didn't do anything. I heard something from over here. There's this weird goat head thing. Are we following blood? $102. Oh, hello. I didn't see this giant deer. 108. Okay, what's in 108? We've got a whole bunch of gear, it looks like. Okay, so this is just like a secret stash of stuff. I'm not seeing anything really worth spending your time doing this, though. Like, there's no manuscript page, there's no, like, charm. It's just a bunch of gear. Which isn't bad, I guess. It does give you some equipment, but, like, I was hoping there'd be more. Okay, so not a great thing, but not a complete waste of time. So, alright. It's finally time to head to the sheriff's station. After we store some of this stuff. We are running out of storage, too, which is kind of insane to think about. It's because these things only... They literally hold one space. Like, it's one per space. They don't stack, which, again, it's just... Why? Let's see. Could do this. Move that there. Move that there. Move the flares in there. Move these in there. This should be good. Not gonna switch realities. Where's our save at? There it is. Alright. Alright, to the station. Which we've been to before. That's where we were originally. That's where we found, or where we did Nightingale's thing when he became a monster and we got wrapped up in all of this. So yeah, sheriff station's right there. I'm sure this is where the FBC is going to be like, oh, by the way, get out of here.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Okie dokie. Alright, into the police station.
Power's out. Always a good sign.
Well, gotta love a chapter that just reveals what's going on. Chapter was like, bam, scratch. Well, think we figured it out. No. The FBC. It's the Federal Bureau of Control. It's the institution of control.
Anyone
from the
here?
game Control.
I'm here.
But Foxtrot Bravo Charlie.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Okay.
All
So-
clear, Estevez.
Guessing she's over there. Okay. So, do we have any new files? Wake and the Clicker. Station has been attacked. Wake status. I don't know. Okay, so now we have this map. Okay, so there's the last stash. We can see that. We need to go downstairs, but we also need to check all of that stuff over there.
Holding cells.
Can't get in there
Is that where
because
they're keeping Wake?
we need a key
Door's
to
locked,
this. Just use it. Just break it, dude. It's a wooden door with a glass window. Just break it. You got a shotgun, blow a hole in it. Anyways, okay, we read that before. Oh, there's
That
this.
leg doesn't look good.
Hi,
Feels
Estevez.
even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
You think?
What happened here?
Scratch. It literally said it right as we entered the police
We
station.
came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle.
Not a boondoggle.
Police, my own agents. Most were invaded before we could even react.
Have you seen my
Have you
partner?
found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
The FPC
he
won't
okay?
let me be
He's
or
alive.
let...
We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
Okay. I'm guessing you're referencing a song there, but I don't know what song that is.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring altered world event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected.
The Shadow, that's what you're calling
More
it?
Resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with a shaded threat. We were
Nice.
just caught off guard before we could set it up.
So she said, we're having problems at HQ, low on resources. So remember, HQ is under attack when you play Control. So she is underselling it right now.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
He's in the holding
Alan
cells.
Wake is a para-utilitarian.
Yep.
The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
I need to get the cells open.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Turn the power back on.
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Really, that. Sheriff station keys, okay. Cool.
Back into the morgue, huh? Fantastic.
Okay, we'll go to our board here in a second, because there's a lot. Our case board is freaking out right now.
The cell door won't open without power.
Oh yeah, we do have a manuscript page. We have two manuscript page, actually. We've got Tammy writes the
tapped her
ferry.
pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Okay. Where's the other one at? Is it this one?
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled in vain.
Something about masculinity. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. So we can get to the basement from that side. I want to see if the keys work on this door. Because there might be manuscript pages in here. Ah, here we go. So this is the DLC's name, the Lake House. Research Facility WA-03 at Cauldron Lake. WA has been compromised, cause unknown. Incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. I'm guessing that is people, either siblings or married. Heads of the operation of Lake House. The facility itself is reported to be damaged state, with no living staff found during a brief search. Longer search was not possible due to the active AWE. What is that? It's like alternate world event or something. She mentioned it earlier. In the area requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. Investigation department has no knowledge of the Lake House's recent research and projects due to the worsening communication and cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. Refer to file 92333215. Okay, so this is what the second DLC is going to be about, and they said it's releasing in October. So, Alan Wake and the Cult Connections. The writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake is reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreation of deaths found in the writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult, and considered his novels to be sacred. Okay, so this is the cult of the word, not the cult of the tree. As Wake is missing at the time, it's unlikely he had personal involvement in the cult, and there's no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after New York was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating at Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult, direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence and make permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. See file 14545326. Okay. So that... It's not who's involved. What is this? Cult activity to Wake.
Think, Saga.
No. Oh, here we go. We still need to find some evidence there. Okay. Is that all we found? No, I was saying, I thought there was a little bit more. Okay, we got some for later stuff. Okay. There's a number for this shotgun. Whoa, what? Oh, you can quick turn by tapping backwards. Interesting. I did not realize that. A, B, C, D. Okay. Okay, so it goes to J at 0, and then starts over. And then the books are on fire. So... So I'm guessing it's these 3 books. So one would... Okay, that doesn't matter. We'll just do the other 2. 2... Oh, Lord. There's 26 letters, but they only go into rotating 9s, but it does go... Actually, it goes to 10. So if J is 10... KLMNOP... Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, so it's 7 to something. We'll just do brute force the last one. 7 to okay. I knew it had to be a lower number, but I just wanted to go through them all. Okay. Inventory full. Isn't there a save spot here? Nope. Can I leave the sheriff's office? I can't. How far is it to the nearest? We have to go all the way back down the street. That's fine. So I'm going to get rid of our double barrel shotgun and get our pump action, so that way we can hold more rounds and not have to reload after every 2 shot. Oh,
This
no.
is not the right way.
We can't leave. Great.
I have
Thanks.
a case to get back to.
Fine. See, that's why I wanted to do the exploring first, because like I said, I knew as soon as we walked in here, we were going to be locked in, so can't get that way, so we got to go downstairs. So there's got to be like a storage or a save point downstairs.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Yep.
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah.
I love when it gets pitch black because you put your flashlight away. Jesus. Rat mouthwashing released today. What is mouthwashing? I don't think I've ever heard
Another
that.
cult stash.
Okay, so this is the last stash. 1. Okay, so each line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 6. Okay, that was easy.
A key? That's new.
Light. Oh, nice. That's big. Indie psychological horror game. Yeah, links are blocked. I'll look it up. I just never had heard of it. Mouth-washing. I'll have to look into that. Just send me a DM on Discord. Just send me a message on Discord, and then I'll check it out. Okay, this is a save. Is there a shoebox in here? Probably not until we get the power back on. Oh, nope, there is one. Nice. Okay, so I want to... We don't have the room. Why would you have limited storage space in the storage thing? Okay, how do we want to do this? So we need to move this in here. Okay. We don't need this many of these extra lives. We're playing story mode. Can we break it here? No. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these extra lives. We're gonna leave a few of them. And we can take that out. Do this. Move that up. So this should be enough room. I'm gonna move these, actually. Put all the charms on the same row.